Go.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to watch this extremely important video about how to explain the Stage 1 nutrition program to our members. As you know, the nutrition is such an important element to them in order to achieve amazing results on our program. So we need to spend time helping them to understand exactly what they need to do, what they need to shop for, and how they need to go about getting themselves set up to be successful. There's a lot of information in this packet, but we're going to focus on the 3 things that we tell our members are the most important elements of the nutrition: the right foods, the right portions, and the right times. Let's take a look. So first, when you open this packet, the inside cover talks about resources. This is an important page, but there's not too much to say here. We want to direct them to read it, help them to understand how to get access to these resources. Since the password to the member section of the website changes every challenge, you'll need to provide that to them here so they can write it in. Then that way they know exactly where to go to get extra resources like an additional copy of this packet should they need, or our weekly sample menu and the articles and stuff that live on the back end of the website. Okay? Now moving on, the second page is the right foods. This is your members' shopping list. So we're going to tell them to reference this when they go to the supermarket. As you know, foods break down into categories: proteins, carbohydrates, healthy fats, fruits, and vegetables. Within each of those categories, we tell the member that there's also a choice rating, so they can choose to make the absolute best choice if they would like. We also list some no-brainer, non-compliant choices like cookies and cake. It's just pointing out to them that they want to make sure they avoid certain things. Okay, this is the page where we point out to members that dairy is not compliant. Okay, there's a couple of reasons for that, which you already know, but I'll reiterate for you. People have a really hard time digesting it, and it is a highly processed food, which we're trying to get people to move away from. Okay, so you would direct your member to take this with them to the supermarket, and this is going to be what they use as their shopping list. Fill the fridge and the pantry with as many foods on here that seem like they might enjoy. From here, we're going to take them to step 2, or the right portions. Okay? We need to teach members how to measure, and on this page we're showing them what their daily serving guideline is. Okay, so you're going to show both ladies and gentlemen having different serving guidelines. So for ladies, we're going to have 2 servings of protein per day, 2 carbohydrates, 3 fats, 2 fruits, and their daily vegetable intake. For men, 3 proteins, 3 carbs, 4 fats, 2 fruits, and your daily vegetable intake. We show you right on this page how they're going to measure. So proteins and carbs are measured using the 9.5 ounce container, which you've become familiar with already. The 9.5 ounce container gets filled with food that's fully cooked and bite size. Okay, as long as the lid snaps shut, they're good to go. Ladies would fill that container twice per day, gentlemen 3 times. If there's something that's not specifically measured with the container, we list it on the right side here for you. Okay? For healthy fats, there's no container pictured on purpose because we're going to give you exact guidelines there. We'll tell you exactly how many cashews to snack on or exactly how much oil to cook with. With fruit, not too much to say here. A fruit is a fruit is a fruit. You know, I like to tell members that you're not going to eat 1 grape, and you certainly shouldn't eat 1 watermelon. So if it happens to be something loose like that, other than an apple or a banana, which is obviously 1, then you're going to tell them to measure it using a dry measuring cup, 1 cup worth. Last but not least on this page is vegetables. This is a different container size, 7 cups. We're going to tell our members that this is our bare minimum, so we're going to have at least 7 cups of vegetables per day. Fill up the bottom of the container with lettuce, put some other great vegetable choices on top of it. You can even complete it by making a full meal, add some chicken or steak or fish on top, and then allow them to have that as lunch or dinner. Absolutely great choice, and of course they can go above and beyond their daily minimum, but we want them to get at least 7 cups worth per day. Okay, so we talked about what to have and how much. They're going to take this and combine it in any way that they like into step 3, which is important about how they're going to time their food. Now, timing, while it's important, by no means is it mandatory. If you have a member come up to you on their 3rd day and say, I'm nailing the right choices, I'm getting my portions perfect, I just can't seem to get the timing, it's okay. We're going to teach them how to work with this over time. But in the perfect world, we want them to break their food down into 5 smaller meals: breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. It'll help them to keep from feeling starving at any one point of the day, and it'll force them to have really good habits around preparation. Otherwise, how do you have 5 meals a day if you're not prepped, right? You have to prepare in advance. The other pages in this book are going to talk about things that they should definitely know, but we generally don't spend too much time on right in the beginning. This can give them a little precursor to how they're going to handle their treat meal. There's an entire page dedicated on what they can drink, as well as how to make a protein shake, which is really cool. Then you have a guide to vegetables and salads. Last but not least, a whole bunch of the most frequently asked questions by our members, and then a small resource about some things to learn about reading a nutrition label. When you explain this to the member for the first time, obviously we're not expecting them to walk away as an expert, but educated enough to go to the supermarket and get started and then come to class armed and ready to ask questions, okay? So make sure you familiarize yourself with the packet, be ready to go. We're obviously going to explain this to members during the kickoff, but you're also going to want to give this same talk at the end of class on anyone's day one, whether they're starting on the first day of the challenge or they enroll in week 3. Thanks so much for listening, guys. I hope this was helpful. Take it to the max.